Well,
Heck yeah, it is.
yeah.
Um, if you're listening to this with your ears and you're like, "What? This is alive?" Correct. It is
hmm
alive. It
Yeah.
is still sounding echoey a little bit on your side. That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. I don't know. I everything's set correctly, but
Huh.
Mercury retrograde.
I
Um,
know. I know.
yeah. Um, just looking at my settings again. For anybody who's wondering, Mercury retrograde is exactly the problem. Um,
It's exact. That is the issue.
yeah.
100%.
We
We're
had
in it.
recorded. We had recorded a whole episode for this week and it just
Yep.
didn't. It just decided to not to. Um,
Unfortunately, it's just gone. Like
mhm.
I had someone be like, "Aren't we getting an Alchemist episode this week?" And I was like, "Yeah, we recorded it like 2 weeks ago."
Yeah, we
And I was
recorded
in
it
there
in
and I was
advance.
like, "Uh-oh, where is it?"
hmm
And I like messaged Noah and I was like, "Do you know where it is?" He was like, "There was only one episode." I was like, you
Oh,
knew."
yeah. Fun
And
fact, we have
you
never
knew.
missed a week, and we still
No,
haven't.
no.
Technology has, but we haven't.
Mhm.
We don't know where the recording is, so it's just gone. So we're gonna do an episode now.
Exactly. And this
Yeah.
is your slightly delayed episode and also present live. Hello, people. We have
Yes.
people joining.
Yes. So this
Yay.
live will also function as this week's Alchemist Inkwell episode because Mercury retrograde retrograded all over our last episode and vanished it. So
Yep.
yeah.
It got retrograded.
Yeah.
Where's my share link? There we go. Jesus.
Hello, Ingrid
How's,
Ravenwood and Maywin. Good to see you
right?
guys.
How is everybody doing? How's your Mercury retrograde going so far?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, I
don't.
was wondering where it was. Yeah, I bet you were. So were we.
So here's the thing. I'm going to say something that's going to sound terrible, but as far as this Mercury retrograde goes, I don't deserve this, but it's happening anyway.
I don't deserve
I
this.
don't deserve this. No, because it's like it's in Pisces, right? Which and it's going over stuff that's like not super personal or active for me. I have to take a deeper dive and figure out why this Mercury retrograde decided to hate me so personally on so many different levels. Um, because it's been a lot. A lot. Like right
Yeah.
now, I'm at that threshold between like totally okay and absolute nervous breakdown. So
Oh, me
like
too.
I've got a warmie here, I've got a candle lit over here. Like I am managed, but just so you all know, like
I
you
am.
can be both.
I am managed right now. It is fine. Oh my gosh. No, I mean, honestly, totally, it's totally the same. It's been like
Yeah.
it's been a rough month
Mm-hmm.
anyway for me, which I kind of knew that it would be. I think I even said that I knew that I would be on one of these.
Yeah.
Um, but it was. It was. And so I do think with the Mercury retrograde being in the middle of eclipse season, which by the way, I had to double, triple check like earlier this week. I was like, there's no way eclipse season ends next week. It's been 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it does end next week. So that's fun. It ends on
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday. But I think with the eclipse season, it like pulled it, we're like a rawer form of ourselves that like pulls back a layer of energy both for us and
Mm-hmm.
also like above us in collective. It
Yeah.
exposes us so much more. So then
Mm-hmm.
for the Mercury to come in and be like, hey, you look exposed, poke
Right?
is like what it feels like to me.
Yeah, it's like if your body is a band-aid on your soul, the
Right?
eclipses pull that off and let anything breathe that needs to breathe. And you're just like, wow, that's still kind of raw. Can we put that back on? But, air is good for the wounds. So
Right?
this has got to be good, right?
That's a really great thought. I really appreciate the thought of
If
this.
anybody ever asks you, you can just tell them my body is simply a band-aid for my soul.
My body's defending for myself. That's so
Oh,
cute. Okay.
Rocio had a great day at work and then a midlife crisis. Yeah, that's
Ooh, okay.
what it feels like this week. You're not alone, and I hope it's going gentler for you.
Yeah.
Feels more like salt in the wound. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, yeah. I
But eclipse season's about to end. Eh?
yeah, with a total lunar eclipse that goes right over the United States. Um, so don't shush. No, but okay, so here's the good news. If we use Ptolemy's calculation for timing, we're not going to feel the effects of this eclipse until about a year from now when they start and last for about 3 months.
Well, that sounds great.
So, your year ahead
Potential.
warning.
It can also be bad, I guess, but I
Yeah.
think it's good.
I mean, I think it's predominantly the victor of the eclipse, thanks, is Venus. And she's, excuse me, she's in her
Girlfriend.
exaltation degree at the time. So, like, eclipses, believe it or not, can be, according to many sources, they can bring good things.
Yeah.
Especially if,
I
like,
love eclipses.
if you want change, you can definitely get the good things out of it. And especially if Venus or Jupiter are the ones who are the victors of the chart, meaning that they have like the most emphasis in the chart of the time. And Venus seems to. And I did get peer review on that with my mentor. We both agreed, and we decided if we both independently thought so and agreed with each other, then it must be true. So there you have it.
Question for you. What is a quip on Patreon? Do you know what that is?
Equip?
A quip.
Oh,
Q-U-I-P,
a
quip.
quip. I mean, I know what it is in real life, but I haven't seen it on Patreon yet.
It's apparently a feature.
Huh.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like post a quip. And I was like,
I'm
okay, I'll post
betting.
on the quip, I guess. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm gonna
If
make
it
up
feels
what I
new.
think it means, and you can tell me later. I would assume that it's just like post a really quick thought on Instagram or on Patreon, making it a little
Yeah,
bit more social media-esque, like a tweet
they are doing
almost.
full. So Patreon's
Yeah,
doing, you know how I predicted this last
we
year? They're doing
predicted
it
this.
now.
Yeah.
They're doing that now,
Yeah.
which I'm in the Patreon ambassador program,
Hmm.
whatever. And so they announced it like last month or whatever, that now Patreon's basically going to be social media. You can just scroll
Knew it.
Patreon as well with people, which I actually really like.
Hmm.
Substack already kind of does this, but Substack is so much more article based. It's like
Yeah.
challenging for me.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I guess we now can quip, which is going to be a tweet. I'm going to tweet,
That's what I think it is. I think it's going to be like a short form text situation, which is fine by me. I would love a one-stop shop situation,
right?
because having to post all over the place gets sticky.
Yeah. And I do know that my posts have been more discoverable
Mm,
um,
fun.
as of late if I make them free for everybody. Like I'm getting more people than I have, which is
Yeah,
interesting. So,
nice.
fun
I
fact about
haven't looked. I
Patreon.
don't look at metrics because limiting belief stuff. um,
Do they email me now again,
oh,
the program? So they'll be like,
yeah, yeah.
hey, this one's got this many views. I'm like, that's more people than follow me on Patreon. So that's
Wow.
cool.
That's
Anywho,
really cool. Get it, Patreon. Step it
yeah,
up.
just wanted to, I didn't know if you know what a quip was though. That was the first time I'd
Yeah.
seen that. I was like,
No. Speaking of Patreon, though, I just today, like, preliminarily scheduled my Aries Ingress
oh
talk that I'm
yeah.
going to give. I'll be announcing it officially on Patreon probably next week. Because if you are on Patreon at the podcast tier or higher, you will be
Mhm.
invited to a special Aries Ingress live call with me where I will go over the 2026 Aries Ingress that happens on March 20th. And I will
Ooh.
spend some of the time giving a general overview. And then I will stop. I'm going to cut the recording in half at the end. Some of it will go to YouTube for people. But then at the 30-minute mark, we're going to go into the Patreon exclusive where
Mhm.
I will tell you what I wouldn't say in general stuff. And I will answer any particular questions people might have. Um, because it's a dynamic year, it's a very changeable year, it's mutable rising, there's just a lot to have to look at in it. And there's some general stuff that's important to point out, and then I can go into more detail for what I feel it's going to bring out. And I will do that in the Patreon where people are ready for it and have let me know by being there that they are ready for it. So hi
Valid.
Yanni. Yeah.
My eye is watering so bad. So she's like,
I'm
what is
sorry.
going on? I don't know. It's just like decided that it has something in it, and now it's deciding to water. Like it's all getting all anyway. It's
It's a
fine.
hard
We're
Friday.
here. We're here together. It's fine, everybody.
Yeah.
It's okay. Oh my God. Yeah, really quick. I love eclipses. So eclipse season
Hmm.
is like lunar eclipses specifically. I really, really do love,
Hmm.
even though they have sometimes been disastrous for me
Uh-huh.
in general.
Same.
Um, like badly. But I have them tattooed on my back. I have an eclipse
Mm.
tattooed on my back because that's how much I really do love the lunar eclipses. And
Yeah.
they do tend to bring in really really lovely, like powerful energy of change. And
Hmm.
I am a mutable sign, so I'm like, yeah, let's change
Well,
through it.
and
And that's
you're also a Scorpio moon. So
oh yeah,
eclipses are like, hey, here's some intense feelings. And you're like, I'm down for that because I'm
correct.
used to intense feelings. And now
Mhm.
everybody's on my level. And I'm not, making people uncomfortable by having intense feelings because I'm just part of the group now. It's very inclusive, these eclipses for our Scorpio moons.
This is very
Um,
true. I
as long
am a
as you're
very
not getting hit
intense
by a
feeling
car or
person.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
getting
was
hit by
my
a car.
last eclipse season, and I'm not interested in a repeat. So,
Oh my gosh.
mhm.
I see your quip, got a notification. Ha! That's funny.
Hey, fun.
And thank you for being part of the Patreon. That's amazing.
Yay.
Appreciate you. Okay, but that's cool. I just didn't know what a quip was, so I'm glad it's like a functioning thing, I guess. I don't know.
Today we learned.
Today we learned indeed. So this, I think this is going to bring some cool energy in both now and next year. When I look at the energy of this lunar eclipse, I'm like, you know what? I think it's going to do some cool stuff. If anything, I feel like it switches us back from, we've been in reaction space for a really long time, and I feel like it moves us towards action again, which I'm really excited about.
So can I tell you something I'm excited about that I hope validates what you said?
Okay.
All right. So in the 2025 Aries ingress, which we are still living in until March 20th of this year, which will begin the 2026 Aries ingress. So technically the year hasn't renewed yet astrologically by these techniques. So in that, we can do this thing called primary directions, circumambulations, and distributions to find out during the year when a planet that signifies an important part of the nation that we're drawing the chart for, its leader perhaps, or its people, when that's going to pop off in particular. And the co-ruler of the leader of the US, which I almost get sick just talking about it. But anyway, the co-ruler, it's always the sun, right? The sun is one of the co-rulers of the leader. The moon is one of the co-rulers of the people. But the other one is Mars. And Mars is really like down bad in the Aries ingress of 2025, which is, depends on your perspective, but could be a good thing. And so when Mars does its thing, when it has had movements throughout the year, we've had, no kings rallies and all this kind of stuff that's been going on around that. Also with the moon, who was very important in the chart last year as well. But Mars is having its set the day after this eclipse. So in congruence with the transit of this eclipse, the actual event of it in real time, we have the metaphorical timing unfolding of Mars, which represents the ruler, which promises not awesome things. Particularly around health and low reputation. And it is going to have its final moment of popping off with significance at the setting, which is the end of the story, right? Around that time. So the sunset point, if you think about the sunrise point, it's like coming into prominence. It's brand new. It's ready to go, potential energy. And then you get to the setting where the sun metaphorically dies. And then, you don't see the sun anymore. It's run out of steam.
Metaphorically.
That's all I can say about that.
Metaphorically.
Because here's the thing. I should be able to incorporate the individual's chart too for timing and stuff. But I'm like 80% sure, and I would be 90 if I weren't feeling like I'm some kind of crazy person for thinking this, but I'm like 80% sure he lied about his chart and had it engineered in a certain way. So our timing techniques have not worked on that stuff.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if he just lied about his birthday.
Well, his birthday, I'm not sure if he could have, for sure. But the time especially, he put Regulus on his ascendant. Regulus, the fixed star. He talked to somebody who knew something and just said, we're going to make you born at this time instead. Yeah. Or he actually was born at that time and you get the king star on your ascendant, which... yeah, whatever. But he was born the day of a lunar eclipse as well. Like exactly within a degree of a lunar eclipse in his chart. And usually you see people rise to a certain prominence with that. A lot of the royal family who has risen to prominence, even when they weren't originally supposed to by lineage, have eclipses in their chart. And then the ones that didn't take the throne don't have eclipses in their chart. It's really interesting. That doesn't make them good people, right? But it does say like, hey, they sit in a place of influence for a while. Beware.
Yeah, I don't think that's the morality indicator. There are other morality indicators.
Yeah,
There's people who are wonderful with that, but yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, that does validate the whole moving towards action piece that I keep getting.
Yes, especially with the Mars situation there.
Yeah. And again, every eclipse season pulls back another layer of our like abilities. It raises this vibration, blah, blah, blah. I am grateful though, last eclipse season, it was like all of a sudden we were exposed to any being who had ever wanted to look at us from any past life previous. It was like really, it was very exposing. Like it was like, oh my God, okay, we don't have any autonomy from our past lives, which is like not ideal because maybe in a past life you were a jerk and you pissed off a god on purpose. Like you don't know, right? So it was like very exposing in that way. And this one, I'm glad we don't feel that necessarily, which is refreshing.
Yeah.
I will say it'll be very safe on Tuesday, though. Everyone should be very safe on Tuesday because it does
Yeah.
feel like it's big energy.
Well, Tuesday is a Mars day also. So like Tuesdays just
Ugh.
in general, it's like if something's gonna happen on it, well, I guess I shouldn't talk. I was gonna make a reference to my last eclipse season, but I'm pretty sure that was a Thursday, which is Jupiter's day, and that doesn't math unless it was a really good thing. Which I still don't feel like it was. But anyway, Tuesday,
You
Mars
did
day,
not
Mars
feel like
setting.
it was.
Yeah, this whole eclipse situation. It's going to be in Virgo for anybody who's wondering. And here's the interesting thing: there's also astronomically some cool stuff going on with this
Yeah.
because on the East Coast we're going to get this really interesting, apparently rare phenomena called a selenelian. I had to practice that. And it's
Word.
really fun to say. Selenelian is because this eclipse is going to perfect at moon set and sunrise, like within a
Yeah.
degree of those points. There's going to be this optical illusion because of the way the atmosphere bends light that even a little bit after sunrise, you'll still be able to see the moon and the sun at the same time during the peak of the lunar eclipse, even though they will technically like the sun will be up and the moon will be beneath the horizon, but because the light bends it in a funky way, the moon's image will still be up.
Oh, well, that's dope.
Yeah. It also disproves flat earth theory, which is really fun. So if you want to visibly see something that disproves the
Really,
flat earth theory.
actually, though, the sky.
Yeah. Yep, because it wouldn't happen if we had a flat earth.
Yes, there are many things that wouldn't happen if we
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
flat Earth.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. Also, just a bunch of assholes that just want to be assholes together believe that. I mean,
I know. Like, find something else to make you feel special. There's got to be something.
there's so many conspiracy theories that were just proved true. Just pick one of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, and
There's
get on the
so many
right side of
proved
it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you want something to fight for, I can give you a list.
right? Right? Just pop over there. Pop over to one of those. It's cool.
Yep.
We're good with that. You don't even have to ever disclose to us that you were part of the Flat Earther peeps.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah. Well, and even if you do, and like as someone who used to be in a fundamentalist Christian, community and stuff and got out of it, I will accept that you got smart and changed. Get it?
valid. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. Get smart and change. Getting smart and changing is good.
Yeah. And it makes you useful to the people who are working on that change. Be a part
Yep.
of the solution. Do it.
Yeah. Really, we should not be coming to the flat earthers about this out there, the diehards.
I know, but it's really funny.
But it's really funny. I know, but I really wanna.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong about that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. This is great. I've missed you.
I have missed you too. So for anybody, this is the first time Em and I have talked in like what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's like a long
This.
time for us
Yeah.
also. Just so
Yeah.
you're aware. Like
Yeah,
we've
it's-
texted, like not really. Like it's a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like when you jumped on for us to start this recording for that whole third, it was the first time I'd seen your face. I was just like instantly a little bit less anxiety ridden, which is
I
nice.
know. I feel
Yeah.
the same. I feel the same. I know. It was the first time I'd seen you too. And I'm like, technology's still not being my friend. So I was like fighting to get on. I'm like, I'm getting on the live. Let me in. I'm on my backup computer still. So my backup computer it's a very good computer, but its job is like typing. That's what it's for. And so it doesn't really like the fact that I've been really heavily utilizing it for not just typing. It makes it have feelings, which I get. And it's a good little computer, so it's so good. Weston's actually going right now, I think, to go pick up my actual computer, so the hard drive crashed. I told you that. Hard drive crashed. No more hard drive for the computer. It was actually kind of funny when he called me, the computer guy, because we just used like a local computer guy in town who was absolutely phenomenal. He was great, which made me very happy. But he was like, hey, so it's super weird. I have 2 of the exact same computer in front of me, yours and someone else's right now. And I was like, that is super weird. He's like, yeah, good news is yours I can fix. And I was like, oh,
I hate to be that other guy. Yeah.
But he was like, we just have to replace the hard drives, everything backed up, which I back up everything. I am way too neurotic and OCD to back up everything.
Right?
Excuse me, sir.
I don't even put anything on the machine.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm like, what, my downloads, which are also
Mhm.
backed up. So like, it's fine. And she was like, oh, good. I thought, you were going to be really sad. Like, it's a decently sized hard drive. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm fine. Like, it's all good. And he was like, okay, well, I can put that one back in. I was like, okay. And he was like, unless you don't need that much space on your computer, then I can put a smaller one. I was like, no, please don't put a smaller one. I use all of that space.
Yeah.
Because I do photo editing and whatever. He's like, oh, well, I can put a bigger one too. What size do you want? And I was like, neat. I was like, could I get a terabyte? And he was like, yeah. I was like, I could literally get a terabyte on my computer. He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, I don't need that much actually, but can I get like, can we double it was like 1,000 gigabytes over. I'm like, can we double what we have now? So that was ultimately like the perk of like my computer getting Mercury shit kicked, I guess.
Right. Sneaky upgrade.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'll accept this. I'll accept this. This is fine. Annoying, but fine.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And my computer shouldn't crash on me anymore because what I had found was it crashed the last time we tried to do a live. And then it crashed on Monday when I was trying to do a live. And so I was like, the heck, it's a brand new gaming laptop. Like it should be able to handle stuff. Well, I hadn't installed any of the graphics drivers. So that's on me. I've installed them now. And so far, so good. You're so pretty. Don't do anything wrong.
It's so funny because everyone looks like there's no skin tone on this computer. It's the best way I can describe it. Everything's like washed in like a gray. So I look like bleach, and you look like bleach. With, like,
I'm sure. So we're in Maui last week, right? And Dan and I, spoiler, were bored as heck. The stargazing got canceled because of wind. So I stayed on a resort for 8 days. And the only place I could get to because a rental car is like $700 because they have to ship cars over from the mainland. And I wasn't about to pay that because I'm already paying 3 times what I would normally pay for like a smoothie bowl. I could only walk 15 minutes to this high-end shopping place just to walk around and go to their grocery store and get stuff that, my cheap butt could actually afford. So I'm like, I have a 15-minute walk and various places to sit and write. So I wrote 4,000 words a day, which is great. I watched more curling than I ever have any interest in actually seeing because were there any other sports last week? My God.
I will just say, and why were the curlers always awake? I was like, are you torturing them?
Yeah,
Like
they never stopped. They never stopped. And so
Curling.
by the end of the week, Dan and I were just getting dinner like at it's a Starbucks during the morning, right? And it's like a foodie place at night bar kind of situation at this resort that was not at all inclusive for anything. And we're just waiting for our food. And the guy was like, so is it your first day here? And we're like, no. And he looks at us and he goes, well, you did a good job not getting sunburn. And I was like, I know how to stay pale, dude. I got this. Like, thank you for the subtle, you're still pasty white. Yes, I am.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah. Yes, I did not get burned at all because there was really nowhere to go. On the day of the eclipse, we were on a boat. We saw whales. It was choppy. It was windy. It was really cool. There was a seat like at the Rose and Jack part of the boat, and Dan and I. And Dan and I got to sit like facing each other, and we sat there the whole time while the boat was going up and down and stuff. And that was the day we were scattering the ashes. So I was like, how appropriate on a solar eclipse day to be scattering ashes. Like, I hope this is somehow charity and nothing else happens. And it was fine as far as I know.
Did you watch that episode of White Lotus before you went? When she's got
No,
okay, you should. It'll make you feel really good.
I really should. Yeah.
First season, no one spoil it. Krista hasn't seen it, but the first season, when she goes kind of the ashes on the boat, it's really fucking good, and you will really appreciate it. You will like it a lot.
So the ashes had to be made into like a paper mache turtle because the gentleman who was with his wife in the turtle, who are Dan's aunt and uncle, they had scattered ashes in Hawaii previously with his brother, and it came back in his face in the wind. So he was like, please make us into a turtle and do this so that our ashes don't come back in your face. And I appreciated that. I actually really liked this person. I knew him from a couple family functions because I've been part of the family for a while, turns out, like more than half of Dan's younger half brother's life. And I'm just like, wow, I know a lot about you. Now I feel old. But yeah, so I really appreciated that. And I was kind of tuning into their energies a little bit while we were there, and they were cackling. because most of the family was uncomfortable or taking it too seriously, and they never would have wanted that. And they were like, we literally set it up. So, in order to do what we have requested, you all had to be forced into having fun. And you're just being like uptight in the back of the boat the whole time. And I was like, dude, I'm at the front. I'm singing songs. Like, I get it, and I will honor you for this.
You're on a
So that was
boat in
fun.
Hawaii. Like, come on now.
Yeah. I also
Come
ran
on.
into a weird, like wind deity.
Mm,
Was coming out of the gym one morning, and as I was coming up these steps, this window, they had like actual wooden shutters, and they
mhm.
slammed shut. And I was like, cool. Anybody need my attention? Like, I assumed that was something, right? And
Yeah.
this, I think it was a wind deity, but it might have been Ocean 2. Maybe it was like Ocean Breeze. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Kind of came up and like swooped up, but the hair was like blowy, more water blowy. But
Hmm.
I was like, I feel like you're wind because you use the window and you're here and you're not like pulling me towards the ocean. What can I help you with? And it was like, the wind's going to be bad today. And I was like, the wind's been bad this whole time. Like, I mean, tell me something I don't know, but we're going on a boat today. Is there something I should tell people that we should be aware of? And they were like, no, there's just so much death in the water already. And I was like, are you ticked that people keep spreading their ashes or something? Would you like me to give an offering to sort of make up for the fact that so much death gets put in the water and like do something else? And I was like, if that's what you want, show me what you want. And I will
Hmm.
do that later. And so I did find a little seed pod in my path later that I threw into the ocean so it could
Oh,
float somewhere and get planted.
oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And Dan was like, you can't do that in front of everybody. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to do a ceremony. I'm just going to pop it in the water at some point on the boat. And so that's what
I
I
am
did.
dropping in this seed
Yeah.
pod,
Like,
everyone.
wait,
Please,
everybody, do not
please.
say your prayers. Do not say nice things. Pause the eulogy. I must throw this plant. That's not how I do things.
What? It's not.
No, I'm a little more subtle most of the time.
I honestly would love to. If you did that, I would die laughing. It would make me so deeply happy.
Wait, I
If we
must be a heathen.
we ever in a situation where we are the only two heathens in the space, and you do that, it will bring me immense lifelong joy. Just so
If
you're
you are
aware.
there with me, the peer support will help me do that. So we're good.
Especially if I take whatever you're doing way more seriously than whatever everyone else is doing. Then shush, stop.
Like,
The
it is the day
seed,
of an eclipse. Pause yourselves.
the seeds.
Poseidon speaks to me. Oh my
Oh my
God.
gosh.
They would freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were in Hawaii, so for full context, my father-in-law lives in Hawaii, so and is an experience of a person, but he lives there, so he lives on the Big Island, and he's been in the hospital, and so the hospital's on Oahu, so we've been to Oahu a couple times. Anyway,
Yeah.
we've done Hawaii stuff. I know that the locals don't want us to go there, which is why I'm like, hey, context wise,
Yeah.
I have a person that we keep having to go back for. Not trying to do that, but also just, for some reason, Hawaii really likes me. I don't actually
Hmm.
think it's me. I think potentially that the goddesses that enjoy me there are connected to my mom, maybe,
Mm.
actually. Because it very much feels like, oh, here, honey, you have that. Good job. Go on your way. Like, it's very, like, that's how they, like, hold me. Anyway, when we went to see Greg the first time after he had moved, this was back in 2021, 2022, I forget, something like that. Um, we went whale watching too, and it was Weston and I and like three other people, and it was on one of the little inflatable Zodiac boats. And we wasn't whale watching. We were going to go swim with the dolphins off the coast of because there's two islands and you can do that. You can do that off
Hmm.
of Oahu, off the Big Island, and we were in the Big Island. Um, and it was so bumpy and wavy. He was like, I recommend you stand up and hold on and use your knees to cushion. And so we were standing there like, whoa, like felt like you were doing moguls. Like I was like, oh
Mm.
boy, this is an experience. And Weston was not pleased. He was really upset by this. So when you were like, I was at the Jack and Rose part doing that, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
big bouncy waves. Yep.
Yeah, I was actually doing the same thing, but for fun, because I was like, this can almost feel like flying for a hot second. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I was so mad. People were like, do you want to go do a scuba lesson? And I was like, yes. And Dan was like, no. And I told him, like, okay,
Yeah.
but when I'm 69, I think it's 69 is when my astrology time's out, right? So I'm like, my birthday that year. we're going scuba diving. And he's like, but it'll kill you. And I'm like, uh-huh. It's fine. Because that's when it all times out anyway. What a way to go. I don't know. But I
No
was really
scuba.
upset. I was really
Not that
upset.
hard to not do, Krista.
It's very easy not to do. I just really want to do it. It was I literally when I first realized at 10 that they're like, you do have a terminal illness. We're gonna do our best to keep you alive for now, but eventually it'll get you. I was like, cool. My bucket list is scuba diving because it's as close as I can earthly get to flying because I've been skydiving and it's not the right feeling. Swimming is as close to what I know flying to feel like. I'm so glad we're on a spiritual platform here because nobody else would think I'm sane. But swimming is as close as I've ever gotten. And I'm like, I want to go scuba diving so I can just stay down there for a bit and like fly around. And then the doctors are like, oh no. I was like, the one thing? I had one thing. And you said no. Don't take that very well. And for the record, no, snorkeling's not the same. Huh?
No, I love snorkeling.
Yeah.
I'm a water person. Like I love you know. I'm like, there's water. I shall swim in the water. Let Krista scuba. No.
Yes. No, it's apparently like the pressurized situation is no bueno for terrible circulation in the brain. So I respect it.
Yeah.
I just don't like
Look,
it.
hemorrhage. We do not want a hemorrhage.
But I'd be so good at a hemorrhage. I have practice.
No.
Fine.
You're not allowed.
Only because I like you.
Yeah, exactly. I like you too much. No hemorrhage. The fuck?
So, okay, we have people asking in here. Yes, technically, your chart can show you when you are going to pass. I'm not going to tell you how you determine that because I don't want you to know. Because I don't know you personally, so I don't know how well you would handle that. I actually accidentally found mine using a certain timing technique. And I was like, I called over, I was trying to teach someone a technique, and my mentor was there being a TA. I had sort of stepped into the TA role because I can't help myself in a lot of situations. So I was helping someone do the technique and I was like, look, here, let's use mine as an example. Like here. And I was like, oh, hang on a sec. And I pulled Larry over and I was like, hey, Larry, this. And she was like, oh, yeah, that would be the time. And I'm like, okay, cool. Good to know. Like, then I went back to teaching. And later on that night, I texted Dan and I was like, hey, I found when I'm going to die. And it's like 20 extra years than the doctors said. This is great. and that was good news for me, right? Catch me in like 25 years or whatever when I'm closer to that time and I'll let you know if I'm freaking out about it, but right now I can bypass it enough that it's not bugging me. But I don't think it's responsible.
I ever got because it was like, guess what? I know I'm gonna die, and I was like, oh, is this?
Like it's later than we thought.
Because like, are we happy yet? Or
Yay!
Like, no.
Big yay! First of all, super proud of myself for doing the technique right, and then B, I got more time, so that's nice. And then that was when I came back and I was explaining it to Dan, and we were out at a cafe and the light fell right where I was going to be sitting and it was right behind me. And the manager came out and he was like, that could have killed you. And I was just like, not today. Like, absolutely not. Because that's what I thought when I got hit by the car too. I was like, well, we know it's not today that we die. So just take care of things.
Flying through the air. At least I'm not going to die. It's going to hurt, but there's the ground.
I mean, so I have to like gauge with myself how brazen it makes me. Cause I'm like, I could be someone who goes in there and fixes something. And there were times where I've like explained to Dan, like, if we're in this situation, I might do this. And he's like, you can't, because what if something bad happens? And I'm like, well, if it's before this date, it probably won't. So I might be the right person to do it. Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, you know, I think we've made that joke on a trip. I'm like, it's okay. Krista can go first. They're not going to die.
Yeah. Yeah. Like not today. I'm good. Let's go. Yeah. I'm not going to be like reckless, obviously, but you know, it's a little bit freeing to be like, hey, it's not right now.
Not today, Dan.
Dan has this.
Like, dang it.
Dan keeps saying that because he figured something out recently. He's like, Death wanted you gone. Or I think he decided life hates me because it keeps trying to throw me out.
And Death is like, no.
Yeah, we don't know which one's on my side, but somebody really is helping me. So,
I always make fun of Thanatos as a god. He's a really lovely
I
being.
mean,
Actually, if you
yeah.
ever want to work with him, he's really lovely. But he did get locked in his closet, and that is his like pinnacle myth. He got
Mhm.
locked in the closet for like a long time, and it brings me so much happiness to know that Death got locked in a closet. Yeah.
Yeah. We do have a question here of is there any way it can change? And is the day set and blah, that kind of stuff. Theories abound, right? As astrologers, we have to test ancient theories from 5,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, whatever. And the length of life techniques vary throughout the ages, and some of them are incomplete, so you can't actually replicate them yet. We have to rework them and figure them out from scratch and test them once someone actually dies. So we're waiting. And sorry, I'm joking. I don't have anybody that I'm waiting for.
Actually funny as fuck.
The person that I would have done it for has elongated past all the stuff I could have predicted, so I'm annoyed. That's why I think the chart's wrong. But the biggest question that comes up, and this is something that my mentor and I debate about because we're both Scorpio risings and I've got that Scorpio moon, so I'm just like, tell me everything about it. But modern medicine could be like interventions. This was a death point. Like you can tell I was going to die the day I actually died. You can also see that there was intervention in a transit that shows that I survive ultimately. So therefore, right? Like it's really interesting to try to hash that out. But we don't know if modern medicine proves to be an intervention to what would have been considered deaths. I have my mentor does have permission to keep track of all my transits. So once it does happen, we can use me as an example. So I'm one of the people we're waiting for. So you'll know once I'm gone if the techniques work. So it's my legacy.
Dumb.
I fully believe I'll still be able to see it. So
right. Yeah. No. What I will say though is it would be interesting. Have you gone back and looked at like, say, the bubonic plague time when the life expectancy was like 18?
Yeah.
If they're indicators, if there were, you could find chart indicators of that earlier death age, because then maybe that is an indicator of like modern medicine being an intervention point or just a different cycle. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's been a thought. The challenge there is we would need someone to have an actual birth time and date and all of those things. And at the time, only rich people did. And really even not much then because, Christianity was real big. So not a lot of people were.
Even like Regency era though, because that life expectancy was still lower.
Yeah. If we could get an exact chart from someone, like I don't know, William Lilly was big. So there's got to be something. William Lilly, William Ramsey. William Ramsey was doing everything he could to try to tell people that astrology was Christian and work of God, so they wouldn't burn all the stuff about it. Yeah. He didn't fully succeed.
We win some, we lose some.
Yeah. It's okay. We found the Greek stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We win some, we lose some.
Yep.
And I'd rather have the Greek stuff. I think if I had to choose.
Yeah, I like the Greek stuff too. Some of my favorite stuff.
Origins. Did you see in Fun Archaeology News, they have discovered that written language existed on the European continent so long ago? Oh, yeah, you did send it to me.
In the German region.
So, thank you for that. Yeah. So fucking cool.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh.
I love it.
Pre-cuneiform stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I was very stoked.
So excited about it. So excited about it. It makes me just so happy in my car. Yeah, magical. But
I need more of like what they've learned from that. I need a full-on documentary.
We're talking like Neolithic writing. We're talking way before Mesopotamia again.
But
this writing
with sentence structure.
With sentence structure. With like actual
Yeah. So they have to figure out how to translate it now. But they've identified the patterns are similar to sentence structure. So they can see that it's a structured language using symbols. Some of the symbols definitely look like a lot of fortune stuff to me. So that's really interesting because I'm like, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, man.
Not that the circle with a cross in it isn't a very easy symbol to make regardless, but hey.
Speaking of kind of archaeology, I guess, but kind of not archaeology, Hani is doing so good, guys.
Oh my gosh. His stuff. He was in Alexandria recently and I was dying.
Yeah, so Hani, for those of you guys who don't know, he's our Habibi in Egypt.
Yes.
We are very, very close with him. Yes, he
100%.
was our tour guide, but he is very much like our very dear, dear friend, and we
Yeah.
communicate
He's
all the
also
time.
a Scorpio moon.
He's also Scorpio moon, and
We get along.
it's very close. But he has like opened his own tour company. They have a new office, and it's
He credits us for the
magnificent.
creation of the tour company because we told him we believed he could do it and he decided to do it.
I know it's precious, and he's just the best. We love him so much. But
Mhm.
it's so cute to see, I'm just like, yay, good things. And it's Ramadan, so I'm like, oh my God, amazing. Like,
Yeah,
this is fantastic. It's also the first Ramadan in 2 years we haven't been with Hani,
I
which is
know.
weird,
You sent that message to the group chat and I was like, oh, I was like, no.
right?
Because it was the clips that kicked off the Ramadan.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
yep,
Yeah. And fun fact about us, we love Ramadan.
we
We
do.
love
Hmm.
Ramadan a lot.
Yeah. Yes.
Because we've spent so much time with Hani in Egypt
Hmm.
during Ramadan. It's the coolest, most
I
special
just,
community holiday.
yeah.
It's just so beautiful, and I have so
It,
much respect for Muslim people, and like, oh,
yeah, I like sink into a vibe of Ramadan now the same way I would around Christmas
yeah.
because like I'm just missing the rooftop and the random Celine Dion songs mixed in with the, more
Don't
local
do
Egyptian songs.
it.
And yeah. And what was our amazing like not pizza thing, but it was delicious. What's that called again?
The deer.
The fatir. I need the fatir in my life. That thing sustained me for like half a week each
The
time.
deer is the
Yes, the
best.
vegetable fatir. Oh,
Oh, but yeah,
oh.
I was just like, oh my God, it's Ramadan, and I miss Egypt, and I miss
Hmm.
honey, and yeah, which we know we're spoiled, but also, oh,
Hmm.
it's just so good, guys.
It is so nice to have someone that I consider basically family over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, same,
It's
very much same.
yeah.
And he considers us family too. It's
He
very
does.
mutual.
Yeah.
He's expressed this
He's called us siblings.
early. Yeah. Oh, my sisters.
Hmm.
Oh, that's what it's like, says.
And I let him because,
Yeah, it's like, even though it's not 100% accurate, it's
yeah.
funny
Like
accurate.
for you, fine.
So
Yeah.
really cute.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, their
Mm.
coconut milk
Oh
thing.
my gosh. That it
Oh, it
tastes
tastes
like
like melted vanilla
melted
ice
ice
cream.
cream.
So good.
The buffet
Anyway,
on the rooftop, man.
I know. The buffet, we love there's a specific hotel we stay in Egypt, and we just love
Hmm.
their roof, which is why
Hmm.
we're like the rooftop. And they also know us there
They do.
also.
They remembered us and they treat
Yeah.
us really well because Hani tells them to.
Well, and also because we're nice and we're not
Yeah.
dorks to
They
them,
give us
but
extra coffee and stuff.
yeah, it's pretty wonderful.
Hmm.
But there's this rooftop. We spend so much time on this rooftop, so that's why it's like, oh, and the rooftop, this, the
Yeah.
rooftop. It's just 'cause we spend a lot of time there.
If you're going to Egypt, book with Hani first and foremost, and also Hani will set you up at the Novotel on the actual river. It's
Yeah,
so
it's on the
nice.
island of Cairo.
Hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you
Ugh.
have never, we know phone, we know. If you've never experienced Ramadan, I do. If there's any way that you can, even just watching
Yeah.
videos of like how people come together as a community and those kinds of things, it will make your heart sing. Like it truly, truly will. It's such a beautiful, beautiful holiday,
Hmm.
uh, and it makes you feel better. I promise. It
Yeah.
makes you just feel better about the world. It really
Yeah.
does. It's
It really
beautiful.
does. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, and everyone should go to Egypt. You should
Hmm.
go. If you can, you should go.
Yeah.
We may or may not have announcements about that later on, but like if you can go, you should go.
Hmm.
It's soul
Hmm.
healing.
And if you can go, please go with us because we'll love being there with you. And if you can't go with us, that's fine. Go with Hani though, because he deserves
His
all the
company.
support.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Even if
will
it's
get.
not him as the guide, like his company
Hmm.
is so good. And they're
So
like
high
so
touch and like making sure you feel safe. They have
Mhm.
calls before the trip to make sure that you're connecting and you feel like you know what's going on and every step of the process feels good. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and he trained them all. Also, you have to have like a ridiculous amount of degrees to
Uh-huh.
be a tour guide in Egypt.
You have to be an
So like Hani speaks
Egyptologist
four
and an
languages.
archaeologist. Hmm.
Yeah, he speaks four languages. He's an Egyptologist and archaeologist, and everyone has to be an
Hmm.
Egyptologist and archaeologist to be a tour guide,
Hmm.
basically.
Because their
Um,
government takes it so seriously as one of their primary economy things.
yeah, which is
Yeah,
cool.
it's wild.
Yeah. Um, this is fun.
Yeah. Also, Hani has Sekhmet's approval. And that means he's a good dude. Putting that out there. Yeah. This was fun.
This was super fun. I was gonna say something else and then I lost it. So it's okay. Oh no. It's not your fault. I don't know what it was. It's okay. It's Mercury retrograde.
I know.
Of course
I was just thinking like, Mercury, give it back.
Communication has been rough too, like misunderstandings and just emotional stuff. Like, it's been a doozy with this Mercury retrograde already. Oh, by the way, it started yesterday.
Yeah, it did. Next week we'll be halfway through. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Shadow phase has definitely been an experience already. So I'm hoping that my shadow phase just took out all of the things that I was going to have to experience worse during Mercury retrograde. So it was like, it's okay. We'll just preemptively fuck your life up. And I'll be just like, oh, okay, that's nice. I don't know. I got snowed off the mountain. That was an experience.
Yeah, I was seeing your like I'm in Maui, right? So and it wasn't warm because it was windy.
You hate wind.
I hate the wind.
It's like your worst weather ever. Like you hate wind.
I was sitting there at one point in a jacket with Dan just being like, why is it windy? I wanted the warmth. He was like, it wasn't supposed to be. I don't know what this is. And I'm just like, well, of course it is, because why wouldn't it be? I'm here. But yeah, then you posted that you're like, see that fence? That's 6 feet up or whatever it was.
Yeah. So we got like 6 feet of snow. We got a lot of snow, which is fine. Love that. Yeah. Except I had gotten leave for her birthday, tickets to Beetlejuice in Sacramento. And I was like, so that's not exactly like transferable, nor does it stay longer. So it was like, okay, we got to go over the mountains. So it was a day where it was like the least snowy, thank goodness. And I was like, we'll go to the mountains. Keep in mind, Sacramento is 2 hours away from me. 2 hours away. It took me 6 fucking hours to drive to Sacramento. I was very upset. I was very displeased. It was a challenge, but me and Lee had a good time with it and got down there. I'd already booked a hotel room for a 1-night stay over because we were just going to stay over. But I had booked it for 2 nights because I needed to do work the next day. And I figured I was going to do work and then just drive back. But I was just like, I'll just keep the hotel room. It was a cheap hotel room. Oh my God.
Yeah. Smart.
I was like, never mind, we're staying both nights because I am not driving back another 6 hours tomorrow. So we ended up staying 2 nights and then I had to I drove a different road back than the one we had driven down. And it took 4 hours to get home. So in a period of 2 days, I drove 10 hours total, worked 8 hours total, did a play, entertained Lee, went out to dinner, like it was a lot. It was a lot. And I was like, okay, Mercury, what is this?
Yeah. Mercury plus the eclipse, like weathery things happen a lot with those two. Wild.
Yeah. Do you know why we don't have a high-speed train system? Elon Musk.
Yes. Yeah.
That's literally the reason.
We California could have nice things. We could.
Yeah.
There has been attempts at nice things for the United States, including a train system.
Very in-depth high-speed rail system that was designed for California. This was, I don't know, 8 years ago now or something like that. And Elon Musk paid to get it basically shut down. Like he lobbied personally.
Screw up a lot of things lately,
so much that it destroyed the opportunity for us to have that train system because Tesla was doing well. That's why. So, fact. Yeah, he fucking sucks. We hate him. Rude with a capital UDE. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. But I think someone asked, yes, we're excited for Peru. That's like the next trip on my docket. And I'm very excited. I'm getting ready to figure out like, what talisman am I making for everybody and all this really good stuff. And yes, we do still have spots open on Germany. Would love to have you come to Germany with us. I'm very excited for Germany. Oh my God. I know you're like, oh, it's just Europe, perhaps, right? It's not just Europe. It's Germany. There's that's where the ancient civilization pre-Mesopotamia was. That's where so much spiritual development happened in spite of the whole Christian boom. In fact, there was this one thing I was talking to my theology mentor recently. I was like, I really like Germany because they had this whole enlightenment moment where they're like, maybe it really is just my relationship with God that matters. And the papacy was like, stop that. And they didn't, which is great. I really like that they were like, forget you. We're going to connect.
Folk magic, huge there. Fairies, huge. The German Fae,
fun.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they are an experience. And not to mention, we're gonna go talk to a bunch of really cool castle ghosts.
Yes.
Like castle ghosts are awesome.
You may have talked to ghosts, but you haven't talked to castle ghosts.
different thing. It truly is. Like I don't
Yeah.
know how else to describe it other than like, yeah. And if you want to connect with your past lives, even if you haven't had past lives in Germany, okay, just connect with your past lives in general. There's literally nothing better to connect with your past lives than going through castles. And I know that sounds very strange, but it truly, truly is. Especially if the castles are like kind of ruined or like only half finished or something like that. Like Neuschwanstein is beautiful. It's the one the Disney castle is based off of, but it's only half finished. And there's something about that just really activates your past life memories. It's
in
super cool.
the mountains and stuff too. Like it's just
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, come hang out with us. We also have some spots open on Greece still too. That one's closing soon too. I think you only
Yeah.
have like a
And
month
that's gonna
left.
have Malcolm. We've talked to Malcolm. It's gonna have
Oh
Malcolm.
yeah. Oh, we're gonna have Malcolm for sure.
Yeah.
We love Malcolm
We're
as
in a
well.
position right now with Trova that we're like, we're gonna have Malcolm. And they're like, okay.
Yeah, Malcolm and Hani are actually friends. Our
Yeah,
Greek
they
tour-
know each other.
And which is wild because there is many, many, many different guides we could have gotten for both Greece and Egypt. Like this is very divine planned that we got the two best ever, in our opinion. And they're friends, and it's like, oh my gosh, so good, so good. Oh, Tower of London, yeah, there's many a ghost in the Tower of London. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. They're fun. I've been there a couple times. Yeah.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, vacation with both of them would be the best.
Yeah.
The Greece trip closes on the 26th of March, I
I
believe.
think so. Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it
Trova
closes then.
emailed us recently, but we haven't
We will
checked
be,
it.
yeah, we will be in Peru when it closes. I do remember that, so that would make sense. It's the 26th of March. Yeah, payment plans are available. You should come. Please come. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think it closes on the 26th. I'm in our email right now.
Yeah,
So just confirming.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, we would love for you to come to Greece if you're feeling called. Like it is such a soul healing place too.
And we added Delphi. Which is
We
great.
did add Delphi, so we're gonna go to Delphi. We're gonna see the Parthenon without the scaffolding for the first time in 70 years.
That was fun to just walk around even before, and now it's going to be even better.
Yeah, if you guys have never traveled with us, or even just vibe, I have a very good knack for just finding obscure historical things around. And it started in Greece where it's like, oh, no one goes to this large, expansive place where like the philosophy school was and like the temple of Hephaestus is, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, this is neat. And it just kept kind of going and spiraling more than that and be like, oh, this is the ancient city walls. We're now walking by. Like, it was just funny. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I have a knack for this. And that has just expanded. So I'm really excited to go back this time too, because we just find the cool things just that are no one is there around.
Yeah. Yeah. And we connect with the deities, and we are like, if something happens, we're just like, that's probably this God talking to you. Like we were on the volcano and someone realized that they were a child of Hephaestus because of something that was going on, and we were all there to validate it. It was really so cool.
Correct.
Scotland is on our wish list too. We are working on it. We are working on it.
Scotland's gonna be like my fucking Moby Dick here real soon.
I know. Call me Ishmael. Like, dang it.
We have feelings about Scotland. Okay. Not because we want to take you there. We've been trying since 2021 is when we started talking to
Yeah.
Trova.
I have a long
Right?
game back door to get us there in motion. So yeah.
We are trying for Scotland. It is just
Yeah.
yeah, Greece trip link.
Yeah. The link for the Trovas that AJ's been really wonderful in sharing will go to all of our trips, so you can look at them all there. So that link will take you to Greece as well as all the other ones.
Yeah. If you
like a
click,
really
if you
nice
go and
one-stop
click
shop.
on it, yeah, if you click on it and it takes you just to Germany, you can click on us and it'll tell you what trips we have going.
Yeah.
There'll
We
be a
have our
little
own
picture.
Trova page. You can also
Yeah.
just search like Trova trip Emily and Krista Lynn, and it will bring you to all of our stuff. Yeah. Scotland is a great dream trip. We are working on it.
Yeah, we
It
are.
will happen.
We are white whaling that one hard. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's going to happen. I've decided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, amazing. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're back on our kind of regular cadence for the next like 2 weeks, and then we're in Peru. So
Yeah. But we're going to schedule things ahead, so you shouldn't notice too much of a drop off, except for these live broadcasts, which we'll miss.
Yeah, we will have typical ordinary episodes.
As long as they
coming out.
save. Yeah.
As long as they stay. For those of you who weren't on, if you're like, where was the episode this week? We don't know. We don't know where the
we
episode
recorded
was.
it.
We
We did not
did.
forget about you.
Yeah. The only thing I'm upset about, I forget exactly what it was, but our What in the Woo Woo segment.
Oh, it was
so
good.
good.
Oh,
And I'm really upset about it. That was my only like lament. Of,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? But
mhm.
yeah. So you never get to hear it. It is the great lost What in the Woo Woo segment that once existed. And does no longer.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Was it a bookend? No.
No, we should be on
Could have
bookend
been.
now. This week would be like Monday.
It's okay. It doesn't matter. But it didn't save. We recorded it. I promise you. It just didn't
Yeah,
save.
because we don't What in the Woo Woo on bookends. We do Higa on bookends.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so this episode, if you're listening to it, it's this kind. It's a live episode. That's all right. But we will have our normal episodes back Monday. So yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Follow us on all the things. The Alchemist Inkwell on all the stuff. Do we want to make magic? Oh, look at a little rainbow. Hello, friend.
Oh, hi. That's pretty. Yeah, let's make some magic.
All right, ready, everybody? 1, 2, 3. Go
Go
make
make
some
some
magic.
magic.
Woo!
That was not
Cheers.
bad. It's